There is something really weird going on, which it was to be expected with all these new properties that have been announced by Marvel. But with the 97 X-Men cartoon, there's one thing to have this discourse just about favorites, what you don't like, what you like, and whatnot. But then there's this weird segment of conversation that happens so frequently that at this point it's just rage farming. But this idea that you can read X-Men comics, like out of all comics, X-Men specifically, for decades, months, weeks, years, and still walk away from it like, oh, this is woke. Oh, Morph is non-binary, that's woke. Like if you, I'm going to get like really nerdy for a second. If we're looking at these characters, and I'm talking specifically about the Morph thing, but it really can relate to any, damn near any argument around the X-Men now. But when you look at Morph specifically, and if we're looking at power set, let's say Cyclops has these optical concussive blasts that come from his eyes. He has to wear this visor to control them. I want to say he was like knocked in the head, so it kind of messed something up where he's, for all intents and purposes, he's disabled. And so that is a part of his character. And if he was a real person, one of the consequences of that power is that he would have to have that visor or those glasses. If this man woke up on a random February 16th and could not find his glasses, he could level the entire home he was in. Like that's a real world thing that you can see happening with his power. Morph, like a lot of shapeshifters, I'll lump Mystique in there as well, has the ability to change his chemistry, change his DNA, all to resemble something else. Is it too far-fetched to think that this person would be non-binary? But it's just so odd that like that's the hill that you die on. This woke, you don't think there were non-binary people, there were gay people, there were trans people in the decades before? I saw one comment where a guy was like, yeah, there was no homophobia in the 60s. Girl, nothing under the sun is new. What are you talking about? So I don't know. I find this conversation to be so odd, and it doesn't warrant the conversation. But this is specifically a video I'm creating. It's not responding to anyone to feed into like the rage farming. But I just think it's so odd that you can consume, yes, comics as a whole, but specifically X-Men, and walk away with these same ideals. But then again, I guess not, because in these folks' mind, the subtext that was there when you had the Comics Code Authority stopping certain things being published, and just folks who were not pulling the trigger on queer storylines and interracial, whatever else. It's weird to me. I don't know, whatever, but gay rights, I don't know. Go Morph, you be your most non-binary self. I hope you non-binary all up and down 97. But yeah, a lot of that conversation is just taken away from the whatever. I don't know. Go Morph. Be who you are for your pride.
Clear sailing all the way. Hey, 10 Woodsman. I'm sending you back to Oz in pieces. Wolverine, pull back! Ah! What's wrong, Jean?
It's Morph. Can't you feel it?
Morph? I don't sense anything.